go, cat. Enjoy. Is that loud enough for you and everything?
Yes.
All right, Mom, we're starting. All right.
I think that is sort of funny.
Are you good?
You're gonna chuckle.
You good?
Hold on.
Let's see how this works. If I just go like this. And just start to. That's great. I love that.
Episode 49. One last thing I'll say. I appreciate you listening. I had asked my sister to go with my dad to do it. Because my mom and dad are on my sister's account. They did like a family plan. Big mistake. But she didn't go. She left my dad to the Sharks. I blame my sister. Blame everyone but myself. Alright, I'm over it. Forget it ever happened. I'll probably act like it didn't happen next time I see you. That's how we do it. That's how we survive. We vent, we sweep it, we move on.
All right, I'm doing it this way. I'm just winging it. We're just gonna do handheld stream tonight. So we didn't announce it or anything. So
Wow.
we'll see who shows up.
Okay.
All right. So
Cool.
I'm just gonna prop it over here.
Okay.
You gotta do it this way. So I'm just gonna prop it up for now, like this. You can see you a little bit. And then we got the audio's recording over here. All right, that's good. And did you see the link for
I did.
the magic stuff?
Yep, I'm in there.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna close that. Do you want me to see anything Hearthstone-wise, or you're just looking at data repo?
No, we're just trying to get to legend still.
Okay, all right. Well, that's good. That's still all right. Let me see if the stream manager actually works. Oh yeah. So so if you wanted to, you could look at like how you usually do.
Oh,
So
okay.
you can look at the stream because it's streaming from my phone, but you can still see it on here, which is cool because I can.
Yeah. So,
All right, so we're good.
twitch.tv
Mm-hmm.
/Mythic Legendaries
Oh hey, it's Biohazard Dubstep already.
Whoop, whoop.
What's up?
podcast.tv
No.
/
Twitch.tv/Mythic Legendary Podcast. Check the Discord real quick. Let me see if I can from my laptop. Open. What am I looking at?
I don't see it. Mythic Legendaries podcast. Oh, we're live. Okay, that's cool.
What am I looking for?
But I don't see us.
What am I looking for? What am I looking for?
Oh, there we are. Oh, my bangs.
What's this? Oh, is this a clip I need to watch? What is this? All right. Oh, it's the thing that you wanted to do. They don't block. Oh my God, they didn't block. You did it. You did it. Biohazard Dubstep was able to do 20 points of damage in one swing. That's amazing. Good job. Good job.
I'm trying to use a delay to get my bangs right.
I'm gonna be moving the camera around, so don't get too worried about, because I just.
I just want a full bang. I want a full front bang.
That's so awesome, man. That's great. You want a full bang?
I got it. I think that's pretty.
We're going full bang.
We're going full bang.
All right, you want to start?
We're going full out.
And just watch your volume, because if you go too much, you crackle. So just dial it back like a what did they say? A C hair? You just kind of
Oh,
go.
there we go. Can I?
What?
Oh no, I have to log in. I can't log in. That's the problem. Okay, no problem. Okay.
All right. Well, here we go.
Welcome to episode 49 of Mythic Legendaries, a podcast about Magic the Gathering and Hearthstone, brought to you by two old friends who love podcasts and the games we play. My name is Mock Sapphire.
My name is Rich G.
Hey, Rich G.
How's it going? It
Great.
seems like it's been forever.
It does.
Yeah.
Friday. Today is Friday, June 26th, 2020. Mythic Legendaries, the world's first and only hybrid Magic the Gathering and Hearthstone podcast.
That's correct.
Listen, we have some listeners.
Mm-hmm.
People listen to the show.
Yes, people do listen to the show. Thank you so much.
I just want to say thank you because your time, this is going to get little Tony Robbins on it.
Oh boy, have you been?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tony Robbins. Time is your most valuable commodity.
Yes.
You can't get that back.
No.
You're giving us your most valuable commodity.
That's very true. Yeah.
And we appreciate it. And we are going to deliver for you a show. Okay? We're trying to lift you. We're trying to lift your spirits. We're trying to maybe make you laugh. We're trying to lift your game, get your game to the next level as best we can as you've come with this journey on us. Rich hit Mythic last month.
I did. Mm-hmm.
And I am so close to hitting Legendary.
Mm-hmm.
On this side of the table, we talk about Hearthstone. And on the other side of the table, we talk about Magic.
Yes, we do.
And on this week's show, on the Hearthstone side,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to talk about the one festival that didn't get canceled this year.
Okay.
And going to talk about my journey to Legend, which I'm so close.
So close.
I could hit it.
You could.
Oh,
You can taste it.
I've tasted it.
Yeah.
I taste it right now. Real close. And also have some fun off-topic stuff, just to goof on.
Great.
And that's it for this.
We might have a special visitor. We might. I don't want to get anybody too excited, but someone I'm related to and who might have birthed me
Okay.
is in the house today.
Yes, she is. And she's
a little shy.
beautiful,
A little
she's a
shy.
beautiful
so
person.
She might say hello, might not, but
Rich's mom is in the house.
yeah, my mom is here right now, so that's very cool. Yeah, and so Magic. It's been a while. It's been a couple weeks. We took a little break, much needed, I think. It's really good to kind of get some stuff sorted out. I haven't been playing a lot, so just like been playing a little bit more casually. But a new set came out yesterday.
What?
Did you know this?
No.
Yeah, a new set was released on Arena.
You're my
yesterday.
source for Magic.
Yeah, well, that's good. I like that. At least
Magic
one person cares about what I have to say. So yeah, M21. It's one of the core sets.
Oh, cool.
So that came out yesterday on Arena.
Did they reprint Mindbend?
Did not.
Damn it.
Mind then. Yeah,
Damn it.
yeah, I know.
What are they thinking?
I know. But I'm going to go over some M21 stuff because what a lot of the content creators have already gone through the whole like spoiler stuff, like talking about all the things that already come out. I was able to craft all the cards because of all the wild cards and stuff I had. So I made the whole set at no cost to me, which was sweet.
Hell yeah.
And then,
well deserved.
And then I made some decks yesterday and today real quick. So I'm just going to go over like my favorite card from each color in M21.
Okay.
And then just kind of touch on the decks that I built so far. I'm kind of removed from, like I didn't pay much attention to spoiler season. I didn't pay much attention to all the decks that were like, because that's what happens. Spoiler season happens, and then all the people will like theory craft. you know? So I just took my own kind of thing and just went with it. I built a couple decks today and yesterday, and I'll just talk about where I'm at with that whole thing.
When a core set gets released,
Yes.
are there cards that could become a problem in a core set, or is core sets are usually vanilla?
Usually the power level is back a notch from the expansions that come out. Typically because a core set, they want new players to be able to be introduced to a core set and see kind of what the game's about. They will have themes of like, maybe there's a creature theme or a planeswalker theme. They have like a thing, right? The core sets have like a kind of a running, maybe it's like, because this core set is actually cats and dogs.
Oh wow.
They introduced dogs as a creature type.
Oh, I love it.
So it's very cool, and there's like a cat and dog theme, and then there's a couple planeswalkers. Some of the core, like, well-known planeswalkers are there as well. So,
But usually a core
It's not
set
like
won't be like a
yeah.
van card won't come from a
right,
core set.
right.
Cool.
Most of the time, you never know though. Like 3 months from now, like when another set comes out and the way cards work, because we're going through that whole thing of like every 3 months there's like cards banned and stuff. But typically a core set shouldn't have like a problem. They should be a little bit toned down a little bit. So
Cool.
yeah, so that's what I'll talk about today.
We have like a core set, but it's called basic, and it never goes away.
Mhm.
They change it once in a while,
Mhm.
but yeah, they should probably adopt
Like a cycling
like
core
a
set.
cycling core set.
Yeah,
Would be cool.
it's cool.
So
So what's up, Hearthstone? Bring us to speed on the Hearthstone.
usually on my birthday there's a parade.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you. And there's
Global aided, but
there's a parade that happens literally on my birthday every year. And when I was a kid, I thought it was for my birthday. It's called the Gaspé Parade.
Uh-huh.
And so I usually kick off the parade for everyone watching the parade with us.
Mhm.
I'll like go around the block
Mhm.
and before the parade starts, and I'll start the parade.
That's awesome.
It'll all get canceled.
Oh,
The parade, the Gaspé Day festival, it all got canceled.
that's too bad.
And still waiting to see if Knoebels opens
Mhm.
in July.
That's the camp.
The campground
right?
amusement park.
Yeah.
And still hoping to go to that,
Mhm.
but we're gonna find out July 1st. They're gonna make an announcement for the rest for like the next calendar. They update the calendar once a month
Yeah.
at the beginning of the month, so should find out. But what didn't get canceled is the Fellfire Festival.
Fellfire Fest. Say that fast.
Fellfire Festival. Fellfire Festival. Fellfire Festival. FF.
Cool.
Hashtag FF.
Cool.
It's from June 9th to July 7th.
Okay.
We're in week 3 already.
Wow.
Yeah. And in week 3, they're doing the Trial by Fellfire challenges. The challenge mode for Trial by Fellfire. Open its pit players against some of Outland's toughest bosses, and when you complete it, you get a golden Kalthus Sunstrider, which is cool. That's a cool card. It's like every third spell you play is free. Don't quote me on that.
Mythic Legendaries podcast. Don't quote me on that.
You also get a cool card back. There's a card back to be earned. I think that was last week, but really cool card back. That's got like, it looks like a door, and it's got like lights around the thing, around the porthole, and electricity. And I wish I had seen it earlier because I might have tried to earn it. I still might try to get it. I really like that card back.
Doesn't touch the cupcake one though, right?
No, Cupcake will always be number 1 in my book. I wish I could get that Cupcake. If I ever win like championship, I may say, just keep the thousands. I don't want to pay taxes on that. Just give me the Cupcake card back. That'll be the deal. It'll be the first time in Hearthstone history. So the Trial by Fellfire challenges, we've got a new adventure up. I'm reading from Out of Cards, a great website. We've got a new adventure up this week, or rather a subset of the Trial by Fellfire adventure. This is constructed experience, which means we won't be relying on Blizzard's generosity to complete these missions without needing a collection. There are 9 bosses in total, which can be found in 2 chapters. Here are links to all boss pages, which will contain more information as we work through the adventure. Chapter 1, Chapter 2, and so through this website, they have all kinds of tips. It's like a community-based website. It's great, and you can comment and you can help each other. It's really cool. Fellfire Festival is giving away a lot of free stuff. They have epic quests where you get packs, and I haven't completed any of the epic quests.
Does it cost anything to enter?
Nope. It's just, you have a Hearthstone, it's just a fun thing.
Cool.
Yeah. It's a free fest, like the French Quarter Fest in New Orleans. It's the only free festival in New Orleans, and it's a free music festival. It's so fucking fun.
I remember you mentioned that.
Oh my god, I was on a layover at work. First time in New Orleans ever. And
it was popping off.
Turns out, we got there at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The whole city, music on every corner,
That's awesome.
Food everywhere. I ate my way through the city with my friend Vera, and she'd been there a bunch of times. She loves New Orleans, and we just ate our way through the city. And it got to, I know I've told you this before, probably. But at the end of the day, we were getting beignets. Because my first time ever having a beignet.
Cafe Du Monde.
Cafe Du Monde.
Yep.
And I waited in line, and I got to the front, and I was like, I can't.
You couldn't eat anymore?
I swear to God. I waited in the line, and I went to the guy, and he was ready to take my order, and I was like, I can't fit anymore. I'm done. And then I went and I sat next to Vera, and she gave me one of her beignets.
And you ate it.
And I ate it, and I had the experience.
Good.
So at least I still had the experience.
Did you get powdered sugar all over yourself?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Chicory. Have you ever had chicory root coffee?
Yeah.
You like it?
It's good. I wouldn't drink it all the time, but it's you gotta be in the mood for it.
Really?
Yeah. You didn't like it?
Good for you.
You didn't like it?
No. I think
it's a thing. New Orleans style iced coffee. We had that at one of my cafes I worked. The cafe I worked at in Boston. We had that, and it was chicory cinnamon syrup, and I liked it.
Well, hey, that I might like.
Yeah.
You add some cinnamon in there.
Yeah.
It's very bitter, chicory root, and it's a thing in New Orleans.
Yeah. We change it up a little bit because
you make it sweeter.
Yeah, a little sweeter.
I would like to try that. That sounds good.
Yeah.
But just straight up chicory root coffee is like, no way.
Yeah.
No way. So that's this week in the Fellfire Fest, and there's one more week. Next week, you earn a pack, and some other fun stuff is happening, which I may participate in. Maybe.
I hope you do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But the quests are really cool. You should really take advantage of the quests. I've been grinding my ass off.
Good.
And you earn a lot of gold when you're on your grind. The gold adds up.
Yeah.
Where I have I can buy 20 packs.
I can attest to that as well on Arena. I don't know how I got so much gold. I was hovering around 15,000, 16,000 gold, and when every time you enter an event, it's 500 or 1,000 gold. That's usually what I do. If I'm not on a ladder, I'll just play events. And then I looked at my account today, I have 35,000 gold, which is just, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm maybe just completing quests and not realizing it. And I have packs and gold and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
In Hearthstone, every I don't know the exact numbers. If you research it hardcore, you can really find the ratio. It's about every 15 packs you get a legendary. 15 to 18. I can say confidently, within 18 packs, you're supposed to get a legendary or at least 2 epics. And so that's pretty cool. So once you save up, if you save up 20,000 gold, does that make sense?
Yeah.
20,000?
Yeah.
Then you can buy, 2,000 gold.
No.
How many packs if each pack is 100 gold?
20.
20.
For 2,000.
2,000 is 2,000. 2,000 gold, what do you call
20 packs. 110 times is 1,000.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
Math is my strong suit.
Math is for blockers.
That's why.
Math is for blockers.
That's why. Okay, that's.
I'm gonna turn the lights on.
I haven't hit legendary yet.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, folks, I get nervous about math when under pressure. I need to answer that, so don't even try it. Don't even come at me. No, you know what? Come at me. Come at me. You can email me, mythiclegendaries@gmail.com. I am here for all your comments, honey.
Every single one.
Step to this. I dare you. So, we have a contest going on.
Yeah.
If you haven't entered yet, this contest.
Hearthstone contest.
Hearthstone.
To clarify, yes.
Mythic Legendaries podcast is throwing a Hearthstone Twitter retweet contest.
Which pop off like crazy, always.
It was great.
Yeah.
I've considered it was 10,000 interactions. Well, last time I looked.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Good for you.
So that's fun when that happens.
Yeah.
If you haven't entered yet, you do have to jump through some hoops because this is not sponsored by
anything.
Blizzard.
It's sponsored by you.
This is sponsored by me. Okay, so you are going to have to do a few things to enter the contest. If you do a few things, it'll take you about 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So this is where you decide if 30 seconds of your time is worth a
20 packs.
Yeah.
The Arana Star Seeker
Mm-hmm.
hero skin, which is awesome. It's the female version of the Demon Hunter.
Okay.
And you get a cool card back, a special Arana Star Seeker card back.
Nice.
I'll tell you a little bit about Arana Star Seek from the Hearthstone Gamepedia wiki. Enter Arana, keen and shrewd, a Star Seeker. Sorry for that, it's an overdrive. Her sister too. But fame eludes the younger one, a fate she seeks to overcome. Arana Starseeker is unique to Hearthstone. She is Elise Starseeker's crafty younger sister. Arana first appears in the solo adventure Trial by Fellfire, as she embarks on a thrilling journey of self-discovery, assembling a motley crew of outcasts and teaming up with Illidan Stormrage to take on the mad architect of the Rusted Legion itself, Mecha Jaraxxus.
Sounds intense.
That's cool. I think that was week 2 or 1 or something. And now it's Trial by Fellfire. Wait a minute, that's this week, right? Trial by Fellfire?
Yep.
Yeah. So this is the week. This is the week where you learn the story behind Arana Starseeker. So I bought the bundle for myself, and I'm going to buy it for one of the listeners. So thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
We were going to reveal the winner on episode 50, but it's not going to line up right.
Okay.
So we're going to announce the winner on Twitter and on the Discord.
Okay.
And
Sounds good.
I'm gonna be real because I'm not making people listen to the show to win. I'm gonna contact the winner.
Okay. Sounds good.
So you're lucky.
Yeah.
You're
Sounds
lucky.
awesome. That's a good way to do it.
So it's real simple. You just have to like the tweet, retweet the tweet, and follow us.
Yes.
That's in step 1.
Yes.
Step 2 is tag a friend. And step 3 is post a fun GIF.
I like that. I took a quick look at the responses. I like that. I didn't even not like you would care if I read it or not, but I didn't read the contest.
Okay.
Like I didn't read the original post. I was just looking at the reaction, like the responses.
Yeah.
And after about 3 of them, I picked up on that must be one of the stipulations because everybody was posting, tagging a friend or whatever, and posting a fun little.
Some people have not posted GIFs, and I'm sorry, but you're not going to be entered.
Yeah, you gotta follow the rules.
You gotta follow the rules.
You gotta follow the rules.
If you entered on Father's Day and you put Father's Day in your post, you get an extra entry.
Ooh.
So we're going to do it totally legit. Everyone that posted a GIF
Yep.
is going to get an entry, and then if you posted Father's Day, you're going to get another entry. It's all going to go into a hat, and I'm going to pick the winner.
Nice.
So good luck.
Good luck to everybody in the Hearthstone contest.
Thank you. It was really fun to see all the notifications on our Twitter, like, hey!
Yeah, we're popular for a
We're
day.
popping off. It did get us to like over 600
Nice.
followers, so that's
Awesome.
fun. That matters to some people. It's a fun challenge.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it matters, but it matters in the sense that we're trying.
Yeah.
Because it's fun challenge. It's a good way to measure success, right? Kind of. If you have a goal and the goal is that, and then you achieve the goal, that's a good thing. Just like hitting legend is a goal.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Let me take a sip of my Diet Dr. P.
Let's talk about it.
God bless you for bringing that upstairs. I was looking forward to that so much.
I knew it. Those have been there for a bit, but in the reserves.
Okay, so I have a subscription to hsreplay.net, and here's I just want to tell you, I hit Diamond 1 twice this month. The first time I hit it, I got to Diamond Point 2.
Okay.
I was 2 wins away to Legend.
Oof.
Highlander Hunter, couldn't lose. Had the best RNG of my life, the best randomness, always benefited
That's what
me.
you talked about last time, right?
Yeah. Then I hit again with Murloc Paladin, my old friend Murloc Paladin. I'm actually considering
Gurgle Murgurgle.
Gurgle McGurgle. This card's awesome. I think it's actually called McGurgle is the name of the card. It's incredible. It's a 2/1 with Divine Shield, and then Death Rattle is put Gurgle McGurgle into your deck, which is an 8-cost Murloc. I'm looking at Rich straight in the eye right now. I'm doing this from memory, okay?
Good job.
It's an 8/8 Murloc with Divine Shield that also has 4 other random Murlocs that come out with Divine Shield.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So it's a 5-for-1 essentially. You get 5. You get 5 bodies for the cost of the 1.
Yeah. I don't think Gurgle McGurgle has Divine Shield, but the random Murlocs that come out have Divine Shield.
That's cool.
It's awesome. Oh my god, what a card. I might become a Murloc specialist. No. I'll become a Paladin specialist.
Okay.
Because I'm so good with Paladin. It's my play style. I think Murlocs are a lot of fun. And I think the Libram deck is really fun. I love Paladin.
Yeah.
So
it's a combination of the two things. Murloc, Paladin, right? That's how Hearthstone goes?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the archetype that got me back to D1.
Is it something people play?
It's a very aggressive deck. There's
But do you see it? I mean, what I mean is like, is it like up in the meta game, like what, kind of like in the top tier?
Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
It was in the top tier for a while. And the meta has been shifting.
Yeah.
In the meta, I sound so much better when I talk into the microphone.
Yeah.
When the meta has its critics.
Yes.
Okay. It seems to me pretty good. I've gotten a Diamond 1 twice.
Yeah, that's definitely telling.
And it's like a rotating show of which deck is on the top.
Right.
So it's not stale. Right now, where I am, Diamond through Legend in the Americas, is hsreplay.net. This is with the subscription. Highlander Hunter is number 1 again. Tempo Demon Hunter is number 2. That's in the tier 1. Tier 2 is Egg Warrior, Spell Druid, Galakron, Stealth Rogue, and Rage Warrior, Pirate Warrior. Murloc Paladin is down a couple more decks. But every deck I just mentioned was at number 1, tier 1.
Okay.
They just keep rotating.
Yep.
So my advice to anyone trying to hit Legend is just keep rotating through the decks. You have to have the cards, but keep rotating until you find the deck that's going to hit, that you're having success with.
Okay.
You just need the right matchups. I found a Cream Puff is a Hearthstone player.
Okay.
I'll post a link in our Discord, discord.me/mythic legendaries.
Yes.
That's our Discord. Please check it out. I'll post this deck list I found from Cream Puff. I had a lot of success with it this morning. I backed down at Diamond 5, and then I got to Diamond 4 real quick.
Wow.
I had a streak, and I got there.
Good job.
Thank you. I'm going to continue with Spell Druid tonight. Feeling so much better now that I'm here. My head is cleared. I got to talk to my best friend about some shit that would have happened today that got me in a bad mood, and I'm just so happy to be here, Rich.
I'm glad. It's been a bit. We've needed this time.
Yeah. So I'm feeling so much better. I actually might play Hearthstone when I get home.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. I like that.
Spell Druid is so amazing. It has 3 win conditions. Okay. I'm not going to go through the whole deck, but I'm just going to tell you the win conditions. It's got the Glowflies, which
I remember those.
you got 5-cost spell. Cast 2/2 Glowflies for every spell in your hand. It's got tons of card draw, tons of ramp, and
I love ramp.
me too. And it's got the what is her name? She's
Gurgle Murgurgle.
not Gurgle McGurgle. All right, I'll click on the deck. I'm sorry.
Miss Grabapple.
What is her name? Her name is the Exotic Mount Seller. She's a 7-cost. She's a 5/8. She's a 7-cost 5/8 minion. Whenever you cast a spell, summon a random 3-cost beast.
Okay.
So she's a way to build a board.
Yeah.
With your spells, it runs 2 of her, two of the Glowfly Swarms, and Ysera Unleashed, which is the dragon that creates 7 dream portals into your deck. When drawn, summon a random dragon. So those are your 3 win conditions. If you play against a warrior, you may have to do some early game stuff. You cannot wait forever to hit your Glowfly. You may have to play some things or use some of your removal to keep things to stay in the game, because you do have to wait a little bit. But I have this list that is so fucking strong that I'm making a whole board of Glowflies and then boosting them like by turn 4. I mean, it's like,
sounds like white weenies, kind of.
oh my god, yeah. Oh, that's exactly what it feels like.
Yeah.
It's exactly what it feels like. Your opponent has no chance.
You just overrun them. Go wide. Did they say that in Hearthstone too? They say always going wide. Like
go wide.
Yeah.
If your opponent doesn't have the answer, doesn't have Zephyrs, doesn't have the answer, then you're gonna win.
Yeah.
You're gonna. It's such a great deck.
Awesome.
Yes. Let me just give you a little bit more of the meta from HS Replay. Just if you're with me at the end of the month, trying to hit Legend before the end of the month. So in Americas, that was Diamond to Legend, Platinum, Highlander Hunter, Pirate Warrior, Tempo, Demon Hunter, Tier 1.
I really like that they redid the rank system so I can follow. I understand it as an arena player. How they're just like the same exact thing now.
Oh yeah, me too.
Like it makes more sense to me to know.
I can't even remember what the old system was like. I can't even remember.
That's good. That means that it needs to be changed.
I would have to research how it worked.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what it looked like. That's how good this is.
That's awesome.
So if you were in Platinum, Tier 2, the very top of Tier 2 is Murloc Paladin. All these decks are just rotating.
Yep.
I'm going to say, on the record here, none of these decks are better than any of the other decks. It just depends on what the matchup is. Okay?
That's fair.
And it depends on what your pocket meta is, who you're playing up against. It's random, but sometimes in your region, you hit a pocket meta where you're up a certain, and then a certain deck will work. That's how it works, my friends. That's just how it works. Ask Rich, he hit Mythic. It's fucking Mythic. Okay. Data Reaper Report 166. The Data Reaper Report. Okay, I'll just do 2 things from this. My favorite things, Meta Breaker of the Week, and the matchup win rates. So, this is quite a sight. Quite a report. The, where are we here? Data Reaper.
Data Reaper.
If I can't find it in 5 seconds, I'm going to have to skip it. Oh, Meta Breaker of the Week.
What's the Meta Breaker of the Week?
Nothing can really break the current meta, which is held by the tight grip of Warrior and Demon Hunter classes.
Okay.
Every other class seems strictly inferior. I disagree.
They're saying,
how you not?
They're saying
get the camera on me.
They're saying that. Go ahead.
You cannot not have a meta breaker. I understand how you're saying nothing can break the current meta. That's not true. Because the decks get out of here with that. Don't give me that. This is where we do home
Get out of
brews.
here.
This is where we do home brews. We brew some shit. Alright? I'm not listening to you this week. I'm very upset there's no meta breaker of the week. That's my favorite part of your site. You better come up with one. You need one? Email me. mythiclegendaries@gmail.com. You need a meta breaker of the week? Let me give you my hot take, honey. Spell Druid. Boom! That's it. Drop the mic.
Please don't.
Imagine if I just
threw
the fucking mic. With that, I'm going to pass my turn to Rich G.
You're all set already there?
Yeah.
Okay. Good luck on your quest.
Thank you.
How much longer? You only have a couple days left in the season, huh? Because our season ends on the
We're at the last day of the month, so
we're at the 26th right now.
Next Tuesday.
Yeah, you can do it. You're in the zone.
I'm so in the zone.
Yeah.
I'm so right there.
Yeah.
I can only hope that I have my makeup on when I hit, so I could take a picture or get on stream.
Yeah.
But the truth is, I'll probably be like in bed.
Jammies.
I'll be in bed with the phone like this. The phone's just about to hit me in the face before I pass out. And then I hit legend. Watch.
Hey,
I'll take a screenshot.
You know what? Whether you're all done up or not, you still did it. And it still counts.
Yes.
So.
Once I hit legendary, the show is gonna develop.
It has developed.
Okay. I'm gonna be focusing on tournament play. I don't even want to play ladder right now. I'm done. I'm so burned out on ladder. I want to learn how to be a tournament player, and I want to take our listeners with me because there's tournaments for Magic too, right? Let's become tournament players. I want to maybe grow some kind of. I'll have a prize, $100.
Yeah.
Get some people.
Yeah.
And like maybe host a tournament.
Just organize.
I want to get in tournaments.
Yeah.
And I want to try to qualify. I want to do qualifiers. I want to try to qualify for a tournament, and I want to throw tournaments, and I want to become a tournament player.
Yeah.
That's really what I want to do.
All right.
Because that's what's so exciting to have real play.
What would Tony Robbins say about that thought, about that want? What would he say?
Say, let's hold it back.
Welcome.
I can't even do his voice.
Thank you so much for coming to my seminar.
What would Tony Robbins say? He would say there's no. Hey, what you don't know is that Tony Robbins had poisoning. What's that fucking shit called? That's like mercury poisoning in his neck, and it burnt through his esophagus. That's why his voice is like that. He was on the stage the next day to do a show.
Really?
This dude's work ethic is beyond.
The power of positive thinking. Did he write that? Is that his thing?
No, but he references it.
Okay, that's like a okay.
He draws from everybody.
Yeah.
That's why I think that's why I say he's a real deal.
Yeah.
He's not.
He's not like a He's not like a snake oil salesman.
He's not.
Like, he's not. There are people
Yeah.
like those motivational speakers. There's a sect of them that are very like smarmy and like just in it for money. It's almost very cultish. But I never thought Tony Robbins was.
Tony Robbins.
That feeling.
I'll explain Tony Robbins to you.
Yeah. And for those who are listening to this and have no idea who Tony Robbins is, why don't you just give a brief?
I will. I'll post a link in the show notes of our Discord. Discord.me/mythiclegendaries. Oh, hey, by the way, before I forget, we're working on a merch store.
Yes.
We're hoping to have that up for episode 50. At least a T-shirt design.
Yeah.
And a button and sticker.
Yeah.
At least that.
Yes.
Tony Robbins is a success coach. He throws big seminars. He's doing a free 7-day thing right now called the Comeback Challenge on Facebook, which is totally free. You can join, become VIP for $300. $300 is like nothing. I'm not advertising this.
You're advertising it.
Do it because it's fucking free. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's free. And Tony Robbins usually costs like $10,000, $15,000 to go to one of his events.
Yeah.
And let me just explain what he does real quick.
Yes.
You feel awkward in the beginning because it's like, feels cheesy.
Yeah, it really does.
But
you have to
You have to go all
you gotta get
into
through
it.
Yeah.
You have to like just trust, and you trust that this is gonna be a positive thing,
Mhm.
and that we're all here together to make
Right.
positive changes in our lives. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
He brings people together. He pumps up the energy of a group, like to fucking 99,000, like and you create the energy needed to make real change.
Yeah.
And he does interventions like with people like live and stuff. It's unbelievable. And when I am going through a tough time, and we all go through tough times,
Yes, we do.
I seek out inspiration. That's what I do. I seek out inspiration in sources that I can trust.
Yeah.
Tony Robbins, Deepak Chopra, Ray Cappo. Those are the top three that I go to, honestly.
Yeah.
And that's what gets me through a lot of shit.
Yeah. Everybody's got their own things.
Mhm.
Everybody's got their own direction and people or things they look to for motivation or positive energy. So yeah, it's cool to share with our listeners. Some people might have, I know some people have no idea who Ray Cappo is, Tony Robbins, and Deepak Chopra. So a lot with these games and stuff are like, your positivity and your motivation gets sucked away. If you're on a losing streak, if you can't build a deck that works right. It sounds weird to integrate like motivational speakers or positive thinking coaches or whatever you want to call them into these games, but I'm sure, guaranteed, that there's at least 5 pro Magic players that reference or trust in one of those people you just mentioned, because you can't continue to succeed if you let negativity suck you down.
That's right.
And one of those people or another kind of those people is what these pros look to for just, how do I stay positive? How do I accept losing? How do I make myself better? So.
Oh man, I fucking love Tony Robbins.
I know you do.
It's just like
Yeah.
food for the soul.
Yeah.
You just feel it. You just feel it. He's not a perfect person either. He's just a dude that's been doing what he does for like 45 years. He's got skills, and he knows a few things. And if you need financial help, Dave Ramsey.
Dave Ramsey, yeah.
There's another source. Okay, I'm
All
sorry.
right, so Magic the Gathering. Do you want to be in charge of the camera?
Oh, yeah.
You want to do that? And just flip it around and I'll be able to see it. So Magic this week is, it just seems like we were here a week ago that it was, what is the last set called? Ikoria. Seems like it just came out because it kind of just did. In real life, it came out. We did a paper pre-release online via Discord on May 15th because that was my mom's birthday. That's why I remember it so much.
Mom, you can come out whenever you want.
You should still on the phone. But so we did it May 15th, and now it's June 24th, and today is the official pre-release. Like if we were going to go actually play in person, which we still can't. They do the pre-release at home, so that's what we're going to do this weekend with the folks that we're friends with from Destroy Target Permanent podcast. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to get our paper pre-release stuff from our local game stores, bring it home, open the packs, import them all into Arena, and then we'll build a deck that way and then play each other in a private tournament. So I'm looking forward to that. That'll be a lot of fun. M21 is the new core set. So now we are in the home stretch of what we look forward to is called rotation. Every year, there's a point where there's 8 sets all in standard at once, and then I believe in September, the last 4 sets go away, and then we have the last 3 expansions in Core 21.
That's awesome.
So we're in this spot right now where there's all this stuff and there's a lot going on. There's a lot of decks. And of course, power levels through the roof, ideas are everywhere, but still you sit down and you play mono red. Somebody's always playing mono red. There's so much going on, but still, it's a tried and true deck, sure. You want to see some diversity.
Yeah.
But not yet. You know, there's this little people are just too comfortable with what wins, which is fine. I mean, that's what you want to do. You want to win, right? But M21, a lot of the spoilers were talked about. A lot of theory crafting was talked about. We took a little bit of a break, so I didn't touch on the spoiler stuff because I actually don't enjoy spoiler season as much as some people do. I like to actually kind of see the cards all at once right when they come out because it's more exciting for me, because that's how it was back in the day, like when I first started playing, there might be a magazine ad that advertises the next set and you see like a mention of like one kind of card and they tease like one or two things or like the characters or whatever, and then you had to wait until a pre-release or the release of the set, and you just like, you see what comes out on that day. You don't have any idea, so you gotta open packs and you gotta get the rares and you gotta see, and that's what I like. So that's what I kind of do on Arena now, is I just wait. And then, obviously I'll see some spoilers. It's inevitable that people talk about it, which is fine. But I like to just open them all up in Arena and read them through. So I did that on stream yesterday.
I like that. You're still having the experience you want.
Yes, yeah, exactly. It just seems to it's, and this is not meant to disparage people from doing it, or like it's not a negative thing that other people do, but it just seems like when spoiler season comes, everybody talks about the same thing, and it's good to listen to, but there's so much of it, right? There's just a lot of like, everybody talks about the powerful cards, and everybody talks about the thing that's going to be the thing, and it's like, okay, you get through it, and it's good. It's great to have that content out there, but I like to almost like avoid it. It's really hard to avoid because I want to like open that card that I haven't heard yet and be like, whoa, that's cool. And then like everybody around is like, you didn't see that yet? I'm like, no, because I've been waiting. I want to be surprised.
Yeah.
So here we are. M21's live on Arena. It's been the first day. Of course, and I think you'll remember, every time there's an update, Arena crashes.
Oh.
And again, yesterday, the update happened. It was a gigantic update. And what happens? Crashes all day long. People would have a match, and then you get a black screen and no way to get out of it. So you have to quit Arena, load it up again, and then if you played in between matches, like when the match is over, black screen, restart. So this is like...
This is because of the amount of people logged in.
It's probably, but they addressed it. They knew it was happening. I think it's fixed. There wasn't a patch for it, but I played it a little bit today and it works fine, but every time there's an update, unfortunately, Arena like does something crazy and crashes, or like logins are weird, things are weird, so they haven't really perfected the perfect update.
Still in beta.
We're still in beta. They're not making tons of money from it yet. But so what I want to do today is I want to go over my top cards that I have looked at from M21. I'm going to go over one card of each color from the set that are cards that I am really excited about.
Alpine Watchdog, I'm playing eight of those in my deck.
Alpine Watchdog's awesome. Look at that thing.
So awesome.
There's a card. There's a red and white card. It's like Alpine Packmaster or something. Like he's like a person. And when you play him, you can search your library for an Alpine Watchdog.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's like a cool little combination, like a little like
I love that
flavor thing. Like he's like the human that wrangles all the watchdogs and stuff.
There's a cool flavor thing. You just reminded me. With the Paladin deck, there's a pirate that you play, and when she comes out, she says, "Treasure, loot. What more can a girl ask for?" And then what she does when she comes out, she equips a weapon that has been destroyed previously. So then you're going to swing right away, right? And when the paladin swings, he says, "For justice." So he answers her.
Gotcha.
Can we do that as the send off at the end of the show?
You can do it.
I'll say the
No,
thing,
you can do
but
it.
you have to say
No.
you have to say for justice.
No.
Come
I
on.
can't do it. I can't. I haven't gone through a Tony Robbins seminar, so I don't have confidence in myself to do something new.
Just say for justice.
Nope.
All right.
I gotta get there. All right, so we're gonna go through this. So it's gonna go by color, so you can follow. Mox can follow along because we're looking at Scryfall.com. the core set M21 spoiler. So everything, the whole set's there. So so we're going to start with a colorless card. So I'm going to go with colorless, and I think everyone who knows Ugin the Spirit Dragon was blown away that they are so Ugin the Spirit Dragon was already a card that existed in Magic, and it's a super powerful planeswalker who they reintroduced into core set 21. So Ugin the Spirit Dragon is an 8 casting cost colorless planeswalker that comes into play with 7 loyalty. Are you good? Are you on there?
I got it.
You got it? Okay. So the +2 ability, it says Ugin the Spirit Dragon deals 3 damage to any target. Great. 3 damage is way better than 2 damage. Chandra does 2 damage to stuff. Doing 3 is awesome. -X is the middle. Exile each permanent with converted mana cost X or less that's 1 or more colors. Let me explain how that actually works, because I didn't realize how powerful that was. So, and just so for people listening who are hearing me say these things, be like, "Wow, it's crazy!" I never played with this card before. I know it's a well-known planeswalker from a while ago, but I wasn't playing then.
Okay.
So this is my first experience with it. So a lot of people are like, "Oh, I can't wait to use that ability." I didn't realize exactly what was happening. So when you -X it, essentially, if there's things that cost 3 mana and below that are a color, because so Ugin's colorless, right? Lands are colorless. So if there's things on board that are 3, 2, and 1, you minus Ugin for 3, and every single thing that has a color and has a casting cost of 3 and below all get exiled.
Oh my god.
And they all just go away. Your side too, so everything goes. I used it earlier on a board that somebody was playing Red-Black Sacrifice, and they rely on things to go to their graveyard and be able to get stuff in, and they had a whole bunch of stuff that was like 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, and I minus Ugin for 3, and their entire board just went and they all get exiled. The exile thing is really cool. They get like sucked into the underworld. It's
Wow.
And I was like, oh, it was like the first time I used it, and I actually read it, and I did it. I was like, oh, that's why this card's so good. So, and that's the middle ability. And then -10, if you can get it up to 10 and then minus it, you gain 7 life, you draw 7 cards, then put up to 7 permanent cards from your hand onto the battlefield.
Oh my god.
So Ugin the Spirit Dragon is bonkers, and that's really exciting for me. That's my first pick as one of my most exciting cards for me. And then I also built a deck today that's green, blue, ramp, like we mentioned ramp before. I guess a very, very specific archetype for Ugin to be in is a ramp deck, so you can get a lot of mana early and be able to cast Ugin and just kind of go off with Ugin. I built a similar build. I haven't looked online at like actual deck lists yet, because I don't want to copy paste right now. I want to build my own. You know, it is a very good control card.
And then do direct damage to.
Yeah, you have so many options. You do face or get rid of a board, or do, you know, if there's a pesky creature, you can kill it. And the positive is that the 3 damage is a plus ability. Usually, like for planeswalkers, you have to minus their loyalty to do damage, but this is like
adds to it.
It adds to it, so it's pretty awesome. So Ugin's my first pick there. My blue. Oh no, sorry. We do white first. White. So we're going to go through the color pie the correct way. My white pick. It's because this is a re-released card as well. I think it was Urza's Saga. I could be wrong, but let's see. Does it say view all prints? I wanted to see if I was right here. Yeah, I was correct. So this card is from Urza's Saga. It's called Glorious Anthem.
Oh, I know Glorious Anthem.
Glorious Anthem. For 1 colorless and 2 white, all creatures you control get +1/+1. This is a flavor thing for me. This is like a nostalgia card, but it's also just a great card for white weenies. You know,
yes.
There's a lot of really good white cards. Thank goodness. White is historically, you've probably picked up on this too, white is historically like the color that gets the shaft. You know, there's like not really like a real good influx of white cards, but I think this set they finally like turned up the notch on white. Glorious Anthem being back is great. mono white life gain, mono white weenies. They're definitely gonna be prominent. If not in standard, definitely in historic, because historic on Arena has a really powerful white life gain deck. So I was messing around with that today. Just got really excited. There's a card. This isn't in my favorite card list, but I was messing around with it because it is pretty wild. Where is he? It's the 2 casting cost creature that you tap to make a 4/4 angel if you've gained 7 life. Yeah, so it's called Speaker of the Heavens. 1 white, 1/1, Vigilance, Lifelink. It's a rare. You tap it, you create a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying. You can activate it only if you have at least 7 life more than your starting life, and only you can do it as a sorcery. So if you're 27 or above, you tap it and you make a 4/4.
Nice.
And then you can tap it and make a 4/4. Like, it's as long as you're 7 life or above. So that's a really cool white card. But I picked Glorious Anthem just for the nostalgia there. All right, we're gonna move on to blue. And guess what? It's a reprint. It's a nostalgia card for me. It's called Rewind.
Oh, Rewind.
Do you remember Rewind?
Yeah.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Rewind was also from Urza Saga. Yes, it was. I just wanted to double check. Rewind, 2 colorless, 2 blue, counter target spell, untap up to 4 lands.
Wow.
I love counter spells. I love control. I love being able to untap lands. So Rewind. It's an uncommon in this set. I can't wait to play more with it. I built a mono blue deck today, all counter spells and like 1 big blue. I wanted to try to do that archetype, just counter everything. It's close to impossible right now because there's a lot of really aggressive decks. So if somebody gets a turn 2 2/2 and are playing more red, has all these little creatures with haste, you can't really control it that much. So it would definitely have to do a blue-white build with board wipes and stuff. But Rewind is my blue pick because of nostalgia, and it's an awesome counterspell. It's a free counterspell. So what else do you want? Moving on to black. Now this is a new card. It's called Archfiend's Vessel. This card is a 1 black mana 1/1. It's uncommon. It has lifelink, and it says when Archfiend's Vessel enters the battlefield, if it entered from your graveyard, or you cast it from your graveyard, you exile it. If you do, you create a 5/5 black demon creature token with flying. So that means if you reanimate it, if you bring it back, however it comes out of your graveyard, it comes out and then it gets exiled, and now you have a 5/5. It's really easy to reanimate stuff nowadays, so that's a really cool card because you get a 5/5 if it comes out of your graveyard. Seems pretty simple for 1 black mana. I have an honorable mention on the artwork for the card Bad Deal is essentially from Predator when
oh my god, I love that scene.
Isn't that? Wait,
son of a bitch.
Let me see if I can find it. If anybody doesn't know what that is, you should definitely look up the let's see.
Oh my god.
Okay, here let me see.
There's a super funny YouTube video. I always send it to people.
Oh, here we go. Here, let's see.
Where there's these two just like Dylan.
You son of a bitch.
So
with
if
the arms,
the arms
bursting,
yeah, it's
bursting.
If you go to
muscles.
YouTube and you search Dylan, you son of a bitch, the first video there is that, and you'll see that they zoom in on the big arms on Carl Weathers and Arnold. That's basically what that is. So Bad Deal's artwork is really funny. It's a cool little reference to that.
Carl Weathers. He was in the latest Star Wars thing on Disney Plus.
Mandalorian.
Yeah. He has a role, like a big role in that.
Cool.
Yeah, he's good. It's good. I mean, Star Wars, the acting doesn't have to be super.
It doesn't have to be stellar, right?
Yeah. But I thought it was really well done for Star Wars.
Is he a good guy or a bad guy?
He plays both sides.
All right. Don't
Yeah.
spoil it because I still haven't seen it. Moving on to red. This card I tried to make happen so bad today because I want it to happen. where are we here? It's the Terror of the Peaks. It's in the second to last row. No, it's not. Terror of the Peaks. It's going to be on the right-hand column there.
Got it.
It's a 5/4 dragon for 3 colors and 2 red. Flies. It says spells your opponent cast that target Terror of the Peaks cost an additional 3 life to cast. So if somebody wants to kill it, they have to pay 3 life in order to just cast that spell.
Wow.
And then it reads, whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Terror of the Peaks deals damage equal to that creature's power to any target. That is so strong. For a dragon that only costs 5 to be a 5/4 flyer.
Wow.
So I was trying really hard today to squeeze it in a couple different like red-green builds and stuff, and I couldn't get it to work. I kept getting matched up against really quick decks and things that just weren't working. But I know I can make this work. What I really want to do though, how I want to make it is in a reanimator deck. So you put a whole bunch of creatures in your graveyard, and then when you pull them all out, that will trigger, and all the power of each creature that comes out you can deal to your opponent. So I want to try to do like a turbo Terror of the Peaks.
Oh my god.
So
the art is amazing.
yeah, it's a really cool dragon. He's very, very like just angry and on these 2 peaks and just
That
fire's
dragon-
about to come out. Yeah.
We just had the dragons, the Sun of Dragons.
Mhm.
This dragon, better than any
Better than
dragon.
all of them.
better than all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, Terror of the Peaks is pretty dope. I want to make that happen. I'm gonna try to probably tonight. I'll brew something like maybe like a red, blue, black reanimator kind of thing, because one of these cards that I cover will fit in there really well. So green, we're gonna move on to green, and green I actually picked an enchantment. There are quite a bit of good green cards here, but I really liked Garruk's Uprising. It's a 2 colors, 1 green enchantment. It's uncommon, and it says when Garruk's Uprising enters the battlefield, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, draw a card. So 3 mana to draw a card if you have a 4/4 or bigger. Sounds good. Creatures you control have trample. So we finally have an enchantment, a global enchantment that gives all your creatures trample. Because usually you'd have to rely on Aggressive Mammoth, I think it was an 8/8 creature that gives all your creatures trample. Now you have a permanent that's not killable except with enchantment removal.
And
That
it
gives
only
everything
costs
trample.
3.
And it only costs 3, which is awesome. So that's great. Finally, like there's all these green decks that you're trying to push damage through, and somebody will have a 1/1 blocking a 15/15, and it's just like I need to get the damage through. So Garruk's Uprising, and then finally it reads,
awesome.
whenever a creature with 4 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card.
This is a Biohazard Dubstep card.
It is a Biohazard Dubstep card. I hope he uses it. Yeah, when those big dinosaurs come into play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there's dinosaurs in the artwork there. It's Garruk is there, and there's 3 dinosaurs running past them. So
That's awesome.
so I really like that. That's really exciting. I used it in I actually used it in my red-green build that I had earlier today. I was just clicking and building. I was like not putting any real thought. I was just like, I want these cards, you know.
Yeah.
And so I was just building a whole bunch of nonsense, but it seems like it's something that I want to build around. It's a lot of fun. Drawing cards in green is always fun because you usually run out of things really fast. So then we're going to move on to the multicolor, and basically, like I mentioned earlier about the Terror of the Peaks Reanimator, we're going to go with Obsessive Stitcher. It's the 1 colorless, 1 blue, 1 black 0/3 creature. It's a human wizard. It's uncommon. It looks like Betty White, kind of. A little old lady with gray hair and glasses, stitching together a whole bunch of dead bodies. But so what it does is you tap it, you draw a card, then discard a card. And then you can play 2 colorless, a blue, and a black, and tap it, sacrifice the Stitcher, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So essentially it has a built-in reanimate spell for anything in your graveyard. And it also filters because you draw a card and discard a card. So it's a perfect engine to draw cards, pitch huge things to your graveyard, and then you can bring them back by sacrificing her. So that's my pick for multicolor. And then finally, Artifact. It was a tough one because there's 3 really good artifacts in this set. The Chromatic Orrery is really good. Mazemind Tome is really good, but I picked the Solemn Simulacrum. It's 4 colorless artifact creature golem. It's a 2/2 creature. And when it enters the battlefield, you can search your library for a basic land, put it into the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library, and then when it dies, you get to draw a card. So this is basically just like a very, very linear creature. It's value. It's 4 mana for a 2/2 that gets you a land and gets you a card.
Nice.
So it's a pretty solid card. Somebody played it against me a couple times and I didn't realize how good it was. It just seems really like situational almost, but it's not. It's just like, it's a ramp card, it's a draw spell, and it's a 2/2 for 4 mana. So that's my pick for my favorite artifact. And then so far, what I've been doing is just I jammed some blue-green Simic Ramp to play Ugin and stuff. I did a Temur Reclamation build that I added Ugin to, and I added the new blue draw spell that it's 4 mana instant. You draw 3 cards and discard 1 over Chemister's Insight, which was in this deck. It actually works pretty well because usually by the time you're playing it, you are pretty good on land or extra spells, so you pitching that 1 card is no big deal. So I messed around with a Temur Reclamation Ugin ramp thing, just because I was excited to put cards in decks. And then I tried a standard version of White Weenie, and I'm just saying I only built. I only tried these a couple matches because I just wanted to see how some of the cards worked. But I think with some tuning and with some effort, White Weenie is going to be really good in this standard. So I'm really excited to see what happens. I'm really excited to get some building in, and really excited to see what our friends in our Discord have to offer. I know a couple people have been sharing deck lists and stuff, so I'm really excited to jump in there and see. So good luck with M21. Have fun with it, and let me know what you're brewing, what you're doing. And I got a dab for Canadian MTG because he likes to use his channel points to make him dab, so I did. Anyway, so that's the end of my the Magic the Gathering segment. So good luck with M21. Let me know what you're doing.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Hey. Can we prep that somewhere?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So what's up? Off topic today?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on? What's happening?
Irish Prime Minister quotes Mean Girls in COVID-19 brief.
Okay.
Weird of the week. Okay. So.
Oh, it doesn't work anymore. Sound machine broke.
Oh.
It's probably the battery's probably dead.
Teosich Leo Varadkar has proved he is something of a pop culture expert by quoting Mean Girls in his coronavirus news conference.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Varadkar slipped in a reference to the 2014 classic as he announced a further rolling back of COVID-19 restrictions on Friday. This is the quote, some have asked whether there is a limit to what we can achieve, Mr. Varadkar said before drawing upon a line from the hit movie, quote, my answer is that the limit does not exist.
That's funny.
End quote.
That's very funny.
The quote was taken from a scene in which protagonist Katie Heron, played by Lindsay Lohan, answers a question about limits to win a math competition for her school.
The math debate or whatever. That's so funny. The limit does not exist. Dude, that's funny.
That's funny.
That is good. It's a lighthearted little quip for
He's my prime minister.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
This is not the first time he's done this. He also got criticized for referencing Lord of the Rings in one of his things.
So what?
He does a Samwise Gamgee quote in one of his speeches. It's amazing.
That's awesome.
He's our age.
Yeah. Is he really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. This is the Irish Prime Minister?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Varadkar's nod to the flick is not the first time he has referred to a film in a speech, although this one appeared to show him rising to a challenge last week from Hollywood. Lord of the Rings and the Goonies star Sean Astin, who played Samwise Gamgee in the Middle-earth trilogy, bet the Irish leader 50 quid to quote Mean Girls in his next speech. They're fucking around like that.
Wow.
They're like,
awesome.
I'll
That's
bet,
awesome.
you know?
Yeah, they're having a good time.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The wager came in response to Mr. Varadkar drawing upon a poignant Samwise quote during an earlier coronavirus briefing, in which he said, so this afternoon, let me end with words of hope. Quote, in the end, it's only a passing thing, this shadow. Even darkness must pass. A new day will come, and when the sun shines, it'll shine out clearer. End quote. The line referred to a moment in the trilogy where Sam said, how could the world go back to the way it was when so much bad has happened? But in the end, it's only a passing thing, this shadow. Even darkness must pass. A new day will come, and when the sun shines, it will shine out the clearer. Just want to say, fuck yeah. Because these people have to do these daily briefings, you know, about the coronavirus, like Gina Raimondo.
Yep.
It's not easy to get up there every day, you know, and I think a little lightheartedness is well deserved during such a fucking crazy time. So I think that's awesome. And Lindsay, I have a picture of Lindsay Lohan from the movie. She was so pretty. Oh
that's peak Lindsay Lohan. That's like
she was on fire.
Absolutely.
She was just the best.
Now I want to watch Mean Girls.
Me too.
I hope it's streaming somewhere. Yeah.
Great movie.
Can I add something to the weird of the week?
Please
that
do.
I've been wanting to. Because you mentioned Mandalorian, and I finally remembered here.
Okay.
Did you know that there's people out there that, and then this is people as in predominantly women,
Okay.
who, and I'm trying to find it too to give you a real taste of it. There's all right. Let me explain this premise. There's like women who will have like dolls, like baby dolls.
Yeah.
And they'll like dress them up and like post on Facebook like as this doll.
Like a realistic?
And like
a realistic looking baby doll?
Yeah, like, you know, like they would go
like they would be on silicone, like.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, there's like extreme and like real examples of like real doll kinds, but like some will just be like a baby doll.
Okay.
And they'll like dress them up and then post on Facebook like as the doll, like mommy, and whatever, and like all like weird spelling and stuff.
Oh god.
Okay, so that's where the mindset is.
All right, we're creating a life for their doll.
And this is in no way like I'm not.
They travel. They have a blog and stuff sometimes.
Yeah, they make up a life for an inanimate doll. But I'm not. But some people, this is a way they relate. Like if they can't have a child, you know, I'm not. That's not where I'm at. This is
they're
like,
coping. Some people use
it for, but there's some people who this is just like a thing.
Okay.
Now, Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
There's a subculture of people who do that thing, but with Baby Yoda.
Oh my god.
And they have a Baby Yoda and they dress it up and they get clothes for it and they type Facebook posts in like Baby Yoda speak.
Oh my god.
And it's the cringiest and most it's so weird. Like it's weird of the week. It's people who think that their Baby Yoda is their baby.
Look this up.
And it's like I saw a couple Facebook posts that were online of like I can't even describe, and I'm trying to find an example, and every time I just write like Baby Yoda weirdos, it doesn't find anything. It just brings up like memes and whatnot. But
Yoda fetish. Etsy. Star Wars Yoda bib. Oh goodness.
There's one that's like there's a picture here, and it's like Baby Yoda, and it's bleeding really bad.
What?
I'm scratching.
What?
Oh my goodness.
Are you okay?
Jeez.
Rich. What the hell?
I don't know. I just itched myself, and now my leg's bleeding. All right, that's fine. It's just like I must have scratched a scab or something. Yeah, so there's like a Baby Yoda that's like standing there like sad, and it says, "When Mom comes home from the store with no chalky milks." I'm like, ugh.
God.
Let's see.
I'm reading. I searched Baby Yoda doll fetish. And I have some headlines here.
Okay.
Baby doll Yoda. Star Wars sex toys are a real thing you can buy right now. Majestic Studios zooming fetish warrior action figure for sale. Yes, you can pre-order the $350 Baby Yoda doll, but you can pre-order.
Oh, man, I wish there was like, I can't.
What if I put phenomenon in here?
Baby Yoda. So anyway, there. I just wanted to bring up it because we were talking about Weird of the Week, and I finally remembered when you mentioned Mandalorian that there's just like, and it's not just like a person, and it's not a meme. It's like legit people who dress up their Baby Yoda and have like a Facebook page for it, and like speak in like Baby Yoda speak about their mommy and like what mommy did today, and it's like Weird of the Week.
That
So,
is creepy.
yeah, so if anybody really wants to dive into the Baby Yoda mother's world, it's out there.
That's wild.
Yeah.
You have a lot of time. Well, people have a lot of time right now.
People, yeah, that's definitely true. That is definitely true. Just order a Baby Yoda off of AliExpress, and then you get it 2 weeks later, and then you just dive right in from there.
Yeah.
Just sit on Facebook every day and tell the world what your Baby Yoda did.
People say some people are gaining weight, some people are losing weight, and other people are
Losing their minds.
losing their mindset, dressing up their dolls
Yep.
and making Facebook pages for them.
Yep.
That's gonna wrap up
Yeah.
episode 49.
Yeah, 49.
Please
Thanks
come back.
Yeah, thanks for being here. And as always, we always appreciate everybody's feedback. If you want to join the Discord, discord.me/Mythic Legendaries. We have great conversation over there, deck building, Hearthstone, general, whatever. We just have a good time, a good
Yes.
group. So I want to thank everybody who joins us on Twitch. I'm on Twitch a little bit more often than Mox is, but she has a Hearthstone Twitch. I have a Magic Twitch. Please seek us out. Those links are always in the show notes.
Rich's Twitch is starting to blow up. It's almost got 100 followers.
Almost have 100 followers. It's
a big milestone.
91 followers, 219 subscribers, but most of those are thanks to our friend What Dog Like Go for gifting tons and tons of subs. But there are other folks out there who have gifted some subs.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Our friend JRR2, who's a very well-known streamer who connected. He made for my channel the Mythic Legendaries badge, subscriber badge.
Oh,
he
cool.
made it out of the goodness of his heart. He said, it makes your channel look better. He's giving me some advice because he's a very popular streamer. Can't be thankful enough for him. He's a complete stranger who's definitely like we've chatted now. We're friends, I could say. And he just designed this little subscriber badge to the M and the L, and I think you might have seen that.
I haven't seen
No?
it.
You have.
Oh, when someone subscribes, it pops on the screen.
Yes, yeah.
It's super fancy looking.
So thank you so much for that. He raided the channel the other night with a bunch of his viewers. So I was about to log off. I had been on for like 3.5 hours, and I was like about to call it.
Yeah.
And then the noise happened when a raid starts. And I was like, wait, what's going on? And then I saw and I was like, holy, he came out with, it was like 65 people he brought over, which
That
was
is
just
so
like,
cool.
it's like super thankful for all the support that everybody gives us. And
Absolutely.
the fact that our community, the Mythic Legendaries podcast community, is being more and more recognized. And there's been such a lot of feedback of people just giving us great, just praise of the community and the friendliness and the positivity. So thank you so much. Keep it up. And we'll be back for episode 50. 50. Episode 50.
It's incredible.
And probably next week. But I think we might be like adjusting our schedule just a tiny bit with the frequency of podcasts. But we're going to try to do every week, but things are a little bit wonky at the moment. Let's just put it that way. So we appreciate you waiting. We're gonna be back. We're not going anywhere. We just might not be firing out all the episodes every week because there's a lot going on in the world. So
True.
yeah.
Treasure, loot. What more could a girl ask for? For justice.
See you next time. All right. Good job.